Well, when I saw him over a month ago, he looked very big, very fit, very strong, and I really liked that. And I saw some of the training videos of him running up the hill with the vest and stuff. So right on track. Islam has always been, the kind of fighter that you just wind them up, tell him what to do, and let him go. And that's exactly what's happening here. He does his own. You don't need to motivate him. You just need to tell him what you want, and he'll go out and do it. I'm very happy to see the progress he's making because I do see it, and he's a different kind of guy. As you notice, him and Habib, they're different.
If Jack is to win, where does that take him and where does that spin him? Where does his career go? And the reason you can't answer that question, the reason you haven't heard any rumors of that is nobody's expecting Jack to win. That's a problem for selling out the garden, except you have a reality. And the reality is Jack is one hell of a hard fight.
I really don't think Makhachev can back JDM up in order to get takedowns on him the way that he needs to. He's going to have to really savantly get the takedown into a back take, into something like that. I really don't see it. I think JDM can move forward against Islam Makhachev without much fear. I don't see Makhachev catching him in a counter. I got JDM. I haven't felt this confident about an underdog in a long time since JDM fought Bilal Muhammad.
As the Megafight awaits, Islam Makhachev's coach, Javier Mendez, has emerged with explosive revelations that are sweeping through the MMA world. Mendez made revelations about Makhachev's training, beginning with the way the champion's body has shaped up more than ever before. As he puts it, Islam is arriving at this fight stronger, sharper, and physically rounded than fans have ever witnessed.
When I saw him over a month ago, he looked very big, very fit, very strong, and I really liked that. And I saw some of the training videos of him running up the hill with the vest and stuff. So right on track. Islam has always been, the kind of fighter that you just wind them up, tell him what to do, and let him go. And that's exactly what's happening here. He does his own. You don't need to motivate him. You just need to tell him what you want, and he'll go out and do it. I'm very happy to see the progress he's making because I do see it, and he's a different kind of guy. As you notice, him and Habib, they're different.
Usually Makhachev prepares most of his training in Dagestan, but not this time. Javier confirmed the training will happen elsewhere, surprising the opponent and introducing new tactics.
And then from there, we'll do Umar's fight October 25th in Abu Dhabi in the UFC, and then from there we'll take off to New Jersey for Islam's fight. I said, okay, that's fine. Whatever they want me to do, I'm gonna do. I mean, I've been there, done it all.
In another unusual admission, Javier Mendez has confirmed that Makhachev's team is going through hours of Jack Della Maddalena's previous fights. Whereas Islam normally concentrates on his own development, this week the team is expending additional energy working on dismantling JDM's striking patterns, defense tendencies, and game style. In Mendez's estimation, learning about an opponent so intently demonstrates how much respect they have for the Australian star.
The last time you think you watched this much tape for an Islam fight?
Never.
Really?
Never.
Wow.
I never watched tape for Islam fight. Never. This is the first time because I respect this guy that much, and he's a puzzle. He's not that easy. I'm telling you, he's not that easy. So we'll get him. I believe we'll get him, but he's not that easy. And I have to be confident that we'll get him because if I don't believe that I'll get him, then what's the point of watching the videos, right? We can't get him. No, we'll get him. We'll get him. It's just very difficult because he's so damn good.
While training his student for war, Javier Mendez ensured that credit is where it's due. Mendez was not shy to praise JDM, not just as a worthy challenge, but as the force behind the camp's intensity. Mendez was adamant that Maddalena's ascent is no coincidence. His toughness, pressure, and boxing have challenged Islam's team to raise the bar.
His striking is very, very good. It's very diverse, and he's very powerful with every strike. I mean, he can hurt you with anything. He can hurt you with a kick, a knee, left hook, right hand, right uppercut, left hook, you name it. The guy's got the total arsenal to be able to put you down. So I am definitely fully aware of what he can do. And also the longer it stands, there's always a good chance he's gonna get hit, we're gonna get hit. So the longer it stands, the worse it can get for somebody.
On another note, Mendez provided reasons for fight enthusiasts on why he feels Islam still possesses the advantage. He noted that regardless of JDM's skill set, Makhachev's greatest asset is his pure strength. From grappling action to clinch control, Islam's raw strength keeps him apart from the majority of fighters. Javier said that this strength is not only evident in wrestling, but in every physical confrontation, where the opponents are unable to keep up with his power.
I think the biggest thing on our side is he's very, very strong. Very strong. So, yes, he's super, super strong. Out of all my lightweights, he is the strongest one out of all of them. I don't recall one lightweight stronger than him. Not even close. He's the strongest. So out of everybody I have, he's the guy that has the best opportunity to be able to handle the strength of the bigger guys.
Mendez put another level of analysis on it by highlighting Islam's ability to adapt. He called him a fighter who is not only powerful, but also extremely trainable. In his own words, Islam's dynamism enables him to hear during a fight, implement strategy in real time, and change gears when necessary. This capability to take orders provides him with an uncommon efficiency within the octagon. In Mendez's opinion, that combination of intelligence and discipline may be what keeps Islam going through times when brute strength is not enough.
Remember, I always say we can change Islam, second to second, minute to minute, round by round. So I'm prepared to go 5 rounds like that. So if we need to do that, we will do that. And Islam will do that, because whenever Habib tells him to do something, or I tell him, or Magomed or Saif Safula, Magomed actually doesn't work the corner, but Saif Safula does, or Magomed, the boxing coach, and he'll do it. He's always listened to us. He's never not listened to us. He's one fighter I can honestly say is the greatest fighter that I've ever trained that actually listens to corner advice more than anybody. I'm not
supporting Mendez's arguments. Chael Sonnen also weighed in to offer his opinion. Though Sonnen admitted Islam is rightfully the favored one, he insisted JDM should not be ignored. In his opinion, Maddalena is too good and too much of a threat to be treated as another contender. Sonnen said that the Australian deserves respect in having risen through the ranks with class and dominance. In his opinion, Islam can be great, but Jack remains one of those brawlers who can surprise the world at any given moment.
Jack is the champion. And doesn't that make it interesting? Jack is the one being questioned here. Jack is the underdog. Jack is the one being questioned. Can he, in fact, headline Madison Square Garden? We understand Islam, and Islam's over. He's the most famous Muslim athlete in the world. We understand that he's going for basically a history-making, or at least a tie history, by being a 2-division champion. We don't question him. How in the hell are you gonna question the guy with the belt?
Sonnen did not stop there. He doubled down by declaring JDM is one hell of a fight. All dominance aside, Sonnen feels Maddalena's skill set places him in a special position to create serious issues. He described how JDM's deadly striking, composed cool under fire, and underappreciated toughness might all factor in.
If Jack is to win, where does that take him, and where does that spin him? Where does his career go? And the reason you can't answer that question, the reason you haven't heard any rumors of that, is nobody's expecting Jack to win. That's a problem for selling out the Garden, except you have a reality, and the reality is Jack is one hell of a hard fight.
Chael even went so far as to propose what-if scenarios if Islam lost, which most people don't even allow themselves to think about. Sonnen opined that although the public regards Makhachev as all but invincible, JDM's weapons provide him with a genuine chance at staging the upset. He noted that Jack possesses the footwork and striking toolset to circle Islam if the bout remains standing. With this setup, Chael introduced a new perspective into the discussion, one in which Maddalena not only survives, but excels.
Now you're going to have a choice. Are you going to run back to 55, which, by the way, isn't the way you left it? There's a new king. Or do you start reclaiming the ladder at 170? It's an interesting question. Not one that I believe Team Islam is considering. I believe they are expecting to win.
Sharing those views, MMA Guru has gone on record with stating he's taking JDM in this fight. Not like a lot of experts, Guru thinks the pressure and boxing skills of Maddalena will prove to be too much for Islam to handle in 5 rounds. In his mind, Jack's defensive prowess to manage distance, set pace, and land full shots may make him the guy to knock off Makhachev. This, writes Guru, is the bout in which JDM solidifies his supremacy in the sport by knocking out a champion believed by many to be unbeatable.
I really don't think Makhachev can back JDM up in order to get takedowns on him the way that he needs to. He's gonna have to really savantly get the takedown into a back take, into something like that. I really don't see it. I think JDM can move forward against Islam Makhachev without much fear. You know, I don't see Makhachev catching him in a counter. I got JDM. I haven't felt this confident about an underdog in a long time since JDM fought Bilal Muhammad.
On that side of the argument comes none other than Israel Adesanya. The former middleweight champion agreed with Guru's comments and freely chose JDM to emerge victorious. Adesanya acknowledged Maddalena's technique and level-headedness, speculating that his refined set of skills might be precisely what is required to defeat Islam's smothering style. For Izzy, this isn't about hoping for the best. It's about tactical foresight, highlighting JDM's ability to surprise the globe.
I think Della is going to get it done. I feel scrambles are crazy.
Yeah, he's
even
good
watching him
scrambles.
with Bilal as well. Islam would feel like he bit off more than he could chew once he gets in there with him, because when he puts some things on him, he's like, I'm not standing with this guy. I have to take him down. People don't realize how big Della is as well. He's solid.
MMA Guru delved deeper into his analysis by detailing precisely how JDM might deal with Islam in the octagon. He contends that Jack's movement and timing will enable him to maintain the fight standing. By closing the distance off and refusing takedown attempts and creating distance through footwork, Maddalena can get Islam to swing for exchanges. This is a situation Guru says plays to JDM's best advantages. It's a strategy constructed on patience, accuracy, and counter-taking advantage of Makhachev's pressure.
I think JDM's just going to walk him down. I can't see Makhachev backing him up. I think he's going to be at range, and eventually as we get into the fight, JDM will just start pushing him backwards, drawing the shots out more obviously. And since JDM stopped jumping gillies, man, takedown defense elite.
Guru didn't rest there. He recognized Islam's perilous leg kicks, but pushed back with JDM's own knockout capabilities. In his opinion, although Makhachev's kicking style is very dangerous, Jack's boxing is just as deadly and can finish the fight at any time. Guru pointed out Maddalena's capability to trap, create space, and punish errors. To him, Jack is not only a powerful striker, but a technician who can break down Islam systematically. That is a combination that makes him very live underdog.
Mavov though. Boxing range, JDM all day. Islam does have a dangerous southpaw body kick. He does have good kicks, but I don't see him folding JDM. I saw the edit someone posted. Good Muay Thai clinch, he does, but JDM can body punch it. He can. I think it's he's too physical in the pocket.
Michael Bisping also weighed in and concurred with Guru's opinion, taking it further. Bisping said JDM doesn't only possess superior boxing, he also has superior footwork that can cause huge issues for Makhachev.
Maddalena is bigger. He showed that he can stop takedowns. On the feet, there's absolutely no question. Islam has improved with his striking, that's for sure. You can't deny that. Did pretty good on the feet against Dustin Poirier at times. However, that was probably because of the threat of the takedown. But Jack Della Maddalena is on another level. He's probably got the best, cleanest boxing in the UFC. And the footwork that he gets from the boxing is so useful to avoid the takedowns and to stay off the fence.
Having fought alongside Maddalena, Gilbert Burns provided his first-hand account of JDM's striking. Burns said that Maddalena's leg kicks are vicious and have severe repercussions. He cautioned that if Islam underestimates that tool, it would cost him dearly. JDM's striking is not just limited to hands. According to Burns, it's a complete arsenal that combines leg damage with power that hunts for heads.
JDM is one of the guys that I fought that hits the hardest. And I fought Woodley, I fought Kamaru, I fought Hamza. That guy, that guy gave me a little jab and then like, wow, my God.
JDM and Bilal Muhammad, even under with both of them.
I was able to wrestle him, kind of control him a little bit. At the end, the guy did his thing. I ate a beautiful knee. You can feel it was not a stiff jab, it was just like pick and then poof. wow, that guy hits hard. You gotta watch out with that.
Will Islam Makhachev's power, versatility, and training advantage push him to another commanding victory? Or will Jack Della Maddalena stun the MMA universe? Make sure you're subscribed right here for more fight breakdowns, expert takes, and all the drama leading up to fight night.